Welcome back to the front stretch, rolling into turn number 2, presented by Quaker Steak and Lube, the official watering hole of the front stretch. Get over to Quaker Steak and Lube at Council Bluffs every single day of the week. I know that may be a little damaging on the wallet, but at least once a week. You can get over and watch all the live sporting events. NASCAR races on Sunday. They make sure and put those on for us. All the great food, sights, sounds, and smells. And joining us on the podcast now, first tough question is favorite thing at Quaker Steak.
Favorite thing at Quaker Steak? I'm going to have to say the fried pickles.
What's your favorite thing at Lyle's Discount Tire?
Tires. And boobies.
Why are you not showing up very well? I can hear you just fine. Talk for me.
Hello. Mic test 1 2. Mic test 1 2. Hello. 1 2 1 2. Loud and clear. Loud and clear.
And we're just, well, I guess we're right there. So, all right. Anyways, fried pickles at Quaker Steak, huh?
Yeah.
Sarah, with all the different pregnancy cravings, has had some cravings for fried pickles lately. So I might have to take her down there and get the Roman Mason special.
You know it.
Speaking of the Roman Mason special, it is available over at Lyle's at discount. Speaking of the Roman Mason special, it's available over at Lyle's Tire and Wheels on 84th and J Street. Nothing really about the Roman Mason special. It's just that if you go over there and you get some tires, an angel gets its wings? I don't know. I guess I was trying to go with something, and it just didn't pan out at all. Tire installation, rim repair, tire balancing, wheel alignments. You can get some custom accessories. We are going to find out here very shortly if they can jack up my Tesla. I think it definitely needs some rolling rims and some neon lights underneath. We'll see if that'll happen. But that'll all be going on down at Lyle's Tire and Wheels, 84th and J Street, just north of the interstate. Find them online, lylestire.com. Big thanks to those guys. They have set me up with some awesome tires, saved me a ton of money from when I had to originally replace my tires through Tesla. Because I just figured, hey, they're the guys that sold me the car. They could probably get me a pretty good price on wheels. Nope. They definitely saw me coming. I spent over $2,000 on 4 new shoes on my car. Tires and rims at Lyle's Tire and Wheels was just a tick over $2,000.
Yeah, but you had to get the wheels, thanks to the wonderful chuck holes in our wonderful city.
I did, absolutely. All right, talking with Roman Mason, a local dirt track driver around the area. How many championships did you win this year?
We got no championships, sadly.
What'd you do, take season off?
Kind
of. So we've been talking to you for a couple of years. Tom Grosso put us in contact. You were racing his kart in memory of Jimmy. Are you still helping Tom a little bit in racing, or have you guys kind of got off and done your own little thing?
We still help Tom. He's very nice. He always helped us with stuff, so we're always going to help him with stuff and all. But he makes our seat brackets and whatnot. So whenever he needs a hand to hold and help him, we'll always be there for him.
Great guy. He called me one earlier this week when we were getting set up for the World of Wheels back in March. He said, "You got a minute to talk?" And I said, "Tom, I've always got a minute for you." 48 minutes later, we hung up. Because that's just kind of the way things go. Tom's an awesome guy, and it's always good to see that. He's the announcer down at Eagle on Friday nights for the kart racing. But talk a little bit about your 2024 for Roman Mason Motorsports.
I would be happy to share that we have some new official news coming from the Roman Mason Motorsports.
Woo.
For RDM Racing. We bought a sprint car.
What?
Yes, we did. It will be racing on Saturday nights at Eagle Raceway.
You're going to be on Saturday nights. You're not even messing around with trying out the other classes. You're going straight into sprint cars.
Well, it's like my stepdad's sprint car, but I have my IMCA license, so I'm going to probably run it once or twice.
Yeah.
Now, so we'll see from there, though.
Once or twice.
We'll find out if he likes it or not.
So, have you put in your registration for the Race Saver Nationals yet?
I have not. We're going to after I try it on practice day.
Oh man, this is going to be exciting. I'm thrilled for you. This is pretty, but you're still focusing on Friday night at the kart track.
Yes, I will be focusing on the kart track still. Still got to get me a points championship at least, or podium finish.
Dude,
something good.
You get in a sprint car, you're going to have to get a Sharpie sponsorship for all the autographs you're going to be doing for all them hot chicks.
See, that's what I'm saying. We need me a tatted baby mama.
Your mom would prefer a tatted sugar mama.
That's what we need, yeah.
Yeah,
Then she can buy me a new motor for the sprint car.
Yeah, great sponsor. Those are always great to have around. All right, so let's talk about your 2024 season. How do you feel like it went? But before we do that, I'm going to mute you real quick. Move that microphone down just a little bit. There you go. That'll help.
Sweet.
That'll help pick it up a little bit better. All right, tell me about your 2024.
We're going to race the Junior 2 cage kart again just to get some more practice in. We were going to go up to adult clone, but we decided why get our asses chewed by everyone that's already up there and to stay for one more year. Let them go up to Wazoo the next year and we can just hold down.
I mean, we're going to be racing a sprint car. What do we need that class for?
Yeah.
See, that's what he's. I like how he's thinking.
Dirk's got the right mind. He knows what he's doing. So, how did your year go, though? You said okay.
I got a heat race win right after we switched to an Uncle Frank's motor. For some reason, we don't want the Uncle Frank's motor in there.
She's not. Oh, yeah. His mom said it's because I'm the sugar mama. That's a good point.
So, yeah, we're going to keep running the Junior 2. Guess we're going to try out this new motor. Try to get it done. See what we can do.
There's obviously a little bit of back and forth going on between you and your mom right now. But do you feel like the motor was the issue last year?
No, it really wasn't. I think it was just there was still a lot of drivers in there, and I really just didn't get the right mindset throughout the year. But
yeah. Did you get to race quite a bit, or?
Yeah, I raced. I think I raced I raced all of them.
Yeah. Every night.
Year.
Perfect attendance.
All of them at Eagle, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, at Eagle. I raced a few. I raced the fall season at Blue River.
Any other tracks around the area you raced at?
Wherever Sugar Mama takes him.
Yeah, I guess so.
Did you race the Joe's Karting Select Track Series
I
in the
did.
off-season? How'd you do there?
11th. On the last night, I got sick.
What is it? Can we get this guy some good health care?
Yeah,
we
please.
need to get this guy some better health care. Last time you joined us on the podcast, you were sick as a dog.
Yeah.
You held in like a champ, though. And I'm pretty sure right after we finished interviewing you, you ran to the bathroom and let your lunch go.
Yeah, I think I did. Just a tad bit.
And then I think you ended up in the hospital later that night.
I did, yes.
Yeah. Dirk did not go to the hospital when he was really sick, and he lost a kidney. Well, both of them just decided to take a union break for the rest of his life. But
that sounds fun.
So no, I had to go to the doctor because work said you missed work, so now you got to go to the doctor.
Ooh.
And then the doctor said, now you get to go to the hospital.
What'd you say? They put in 5 bags of IV?
No, 12.
Oh, my God. Did you get any IV?
No.
I looked like I was pregnant. That's what the nurse said. She goes, if you didn't have a beard on your face, I'd think you were pregnant. And I said, well, I'm pregnant. And she said, you are? And I said, yeah, look down there. There's a leg sticking out.
Oh, God. That's funny because the cashier at the Casey's in Council Bluffs today, she was definitely a bearded woman. I was very proud of her facial hair. Talking with Roman Mason, kind of. We're just kind of shooting the shit. And
yeah, might as well.
As we have fun.
Yeah.
Plans for 25. We know you're going to be on the big track a couple of times on Saturday, just kind of feeling it out. So I want to start there. I know we got a couple of weeks. We're playing this in April, but we talked to you in March. What is your mindset going into it? Can you take it easy, or are you just going to kind of hang out in the back?
I'm really not. I'm not there to make any friends this year. I realize that the more you skedaddle around and talk to people, you're just fucking yourself up. So I might as well just get out there, get the right mindset, and go do what I can to get up front.
Yeah. Is this the big track or the kart track?
Kart track now, and then on big track I'll probably take it easy just to start off and whatnot, but might as well, right?
Yeah, because I always I loved when Shaylee joined us one year and she was talking about how to approach starting and racing in a kart, and you kind of have to still drive it to the limit to understand where it's at. You can't just go around and take it half pace or feather it a little bit, because you're just going to create bad habits and you're never going to get a feel for the car.
Well, they're not made to race that way.
Yeah.
They're made to go fast.
Exactly. That's kind of that poorly worded. That's what I was trying to get to.
Well, we had that big talk with Ben Schaller several years ago with that same thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've got 4 points to fool with tonight, so I'll just take it easy. I go rolling into turn one and about winning the wall because I wasn't driving it.
Right. So kind of sounds like you've maybe have learned a lesson from last year if you were a little too nice.
Yeah, I think I was just still a little bit too nice. I had a little bit more demeanor in me, but this year I really got to get it done.
Yeah.
Did you get any extra Christmas cards for being nice or anything like
No,
that?
not
You
really.
know?
Kind of just a swift kick in the ass and a couple smiles when they went by me.
Yeah, it's a fun balance because I think that I've seen some clips on my Facebook Reels algorithm that, like Mark Martin, close wins and this and that. I honestly think Mark Martin should have won 2 or 3 championships, but he was too nice.
Yeah.
There's a real delicate balance of, hey, you don't necessarily want to be the guy that makes all the enemies because then they come and pay you back on points night, on the championship night when you really need to be left alone and just get good points night and they end up spinning you out. Also, you can't let them go every time.
Yeah.
So that's what that's feel like a lesson you learned last year?
Yeah.
When they go by you, do you tell them they're number one?
No. Kind of
No?
just looked at them and went, well, shucks.
You
There they
don't,
go.
don't tell them they're
Shouldn't
number
let 'em
one?
go. Sticking with Mini E this year
Yeah, might as well.
for full time, and then are you going to do any Blue River Raceway?
We'll see. Wherever Mom takes me.
Wherever
Hopefully.
Sugar Mama says?
Yeah, guess so.
They still race up at Blenco. Do you know?
No,
I
they don't.
don't believe
No?
they do.
Isn't that up by Ottawa?
Yeah,
No, they closed that a while ago, I'm pretty sure.
probably COVID.
Didn't
Probably.
Jimmy used to
Huh?
race there with his flat cart?
Jimmy?
Grosso?
Probably.
I think he did.
Yeah. Jimmy was everywhere. All right, Roman Mason joining us. What's new for 25?
What?
Other than the sprint car, anything else? Paint scheme different?
We have a really pimp car.
Yeah.
If you want to go look at it, it's by the O'Reilly sign in the back, right?
Okay.
Does that mean you're going to have like purple fur on your helmet if it's a pimp car?
No. We will have a pimp seat though. Next
Do you
to
get do you have the fuzzy dice?
We should get some fuzzy
I
dice
think you
in
need
there.
to get some fuzzy
I
dice.
think I'm gonna go find someone to give me a pair of fuzzy dice, and I'll go set it in the seat of the car.
Can you imagine the first time Roger has to throw out the caution, walk out on the racetrack, and pick up the fuzzy dice? That's the first thing that came to my head.
That would be a funny sight to see, and I would love it. I would
think
probably pay $1,000 to see that.
I kind of want to do some front stretch sponsored fuzzy dice.
Please
Just
do.
for you.
You're going to
Please
see if you
do.
can throw them all the way from the booth?
Let me do some
'em
Amazon
on the
shopping. All right. What card number are you, by the way? I've never even noticed it.
I am 8R.
8R.
Oh, come
and
on.
You started
What
off with
car
the
number?
8 as
8G.
a tribute to Jimmy.
Yeah.
Fuzzy dice. Well, I'm ordering these. Oh, those are. I think the red ones.
Get purple ones.
they
Actually, no.
have purple?
Get blue ones. Yeah, get like fuzzy blue ones.
What do you think? Which ones? Dark blue or light blue?
Dark blue. You can't do the light blue.
Dark
Yeah,
blue is
dark.
$2 more.
Get both.
Get both.
And you got to get the pink ones for cancer night.
Yep, that is true.
There's some nice light purple ones.
There's some darker purple ones.
Oh, darker ones, yeah. All right, we got some fuzzy dice coming for the 8R of Roman Mason. Let's make sure and thank some of those great sponsors, including your mom, that help you get that machine up and down the road.
All right. Tonight I would like to thank Tom Grosso for giving me one really nice car, Jimmy Grosso for letting his soul sit with all these race cars, my mom, my dad, my stepdad, Jerry Walters for giving me one really nice race car, Butterfield's MC Parts, Snides Rides, LLC, DPO Construction, Pacific Roofing, Silex Group, Sifkin Contracting, American Legion, Patriot Crane and Rigging, Elite Glazing, Brownies Watering Hole, and Harris Decals for giving me one badass wrap. And thanks to all the people who have helped me get this far, and I will do great things in the future. Thank you all.
You forgot about the front stretch and the
Oh, well,
fuzzy
and the front
dice.
stretch for bringing me on every year.
And the
yeah.
fuzzy dice.
The fuzzy
And
dice.
thank you for buying me my fuzzy dice.
I just found a bundle of fuzzy dice.
Oh, you can
It's
change colors
12
every week.
It's 12 different colors for $30. So I think you're getting a big bundle of fuzzy dice.
You know, I will actually be okay with that. Make sure you get that on Prime so it'll be here tomorrow.
Oh, definitely. Is this same day shipping? It can be here on Monday.
I don't think I'm going to sleep here Sunday night, but we'll find out.
I'll get them to you. I'll find a
Okay,
way. Don't worry.
That's fine.
We've been talking with Roman Mason, driver of the 8R Kart. You sticking with the 8R for the sprint car?
Yeah, no, actually, we have 37S.
37S. What's the-
37, it's because that's how many years my stepdad's been in business with his auto body and whatnot. And then 777 is lucky numbers, so
Okay.
3 sevens. And then, yeah, might as well.
What's the S?
Snyder.
Snyder?
Yeah.
Okay. I always love finding out the reason behind the numbers. That's going to do it for us for today's podcast. Big thanks, everybody, for listening. Make sure to go and follow Roman Mason Motorsports on Facebook and root him on when he's out at a kart track and the big track at Eagle Raceway on a weekly basis. For Dirk Houston, I'm Dan Taylor. This has been The Front Stretch, presented by Joe's Karting and Quaker Steak and Lube.